What's up, guys? We are live, and the reason I'm talking like this is because I have my little doohickey here. Haven't got me an arm yet. Oh, we aren't live. I guess we're live now. What the hell? Customize your dashboard. Live produce now. You can customize your layout. Customization right here. Drag and drop modules. Add call. Okay, I guess. I don't know what Facebook's doing. I guess now we're live. Okay. Shoot. Facebook's always trying to do shit, and and I never know what's at graphics to your live video. What? Oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. All right. Anyways, I'm not gonna care about Facebook stuff. I'll test out the graphics and polls and crap later. Anyways, welcome to the live show. You're probably watching this recording on my YouTube channel. I kind of have a script to go by today. We're gonna see how that goes. Shoot. Well, let's get my recording equipment up and running, shall we? Decoding file. Why are we decoding a file? Huh. Oh, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Whoops. Wrong one, wrong one. I opened up the wrong program today. There we go, Audacity. There we go. There we go. What's up, guys? If you're watching this podcast, this live recording, feel free to hit me up in the comments. Don't be shy. Ask me some questions. Today we're talking about Google Ads, believe it or not, because I haven't talked about it for a while on this podcast. If you can't hear me, hopefully y'all can. Let me know. Let me know how I sound. I'm using my new little doohickey here, my microphone, and kind of just going along with things. So hit me up if you're watching. Let me know how things are going. I need to get me more computer screens. There we go. All right. Let's get started on today's podcast and today's recording. I think I'm going to hold this right here because I don't have an arm yet. I really need to invest in an arm for my podcast. I don't have one yet. Let's see what we got here. What's up, guys, and welcome to today's podcast. Now, believe it or not, it's been a little bit while since I've talked about Google Ads. And Google Ads is the number one thing I primarily specialize in when it comes to helping with my clients. PPC, Google Ads, that's essentially may not be the lifeblood of a business, but it's definitely a darn necessity they need to be using. It's an important part of your business. It's kind of like, you can't really operate with a stomach type of deal. It's not important, but you still need it type of situation. All right, everything's recording nicely. That's good to know. Google rocks. What's up, Corey? It does rock. You use it for your company? I hope you do. If you don't, hire me. I still got this freaking allergy cough. It's killing me. It really sucks. I saw my doctor the other day, and she was like, well, best of luck. All right, here we go. So this particular episode I'm recording today, you might want to call it a beginner episode. This probably should be the very, very first episode you hear, but it's where it's at right now in the stream of my episodes. Now, if you are familiar with Google Ads and you know what you're doing, then you might want to skip this episode, but it doesn't hurt to have your foundation in Google Ads checked and made sure that you do know what you're doing. I'm not saying you don't, but mean, sometimes I have questions about Google Ads myself. That's why I have 2 mentors that I work with. They're always helping me. And I'm always on Twitter following Google whenever they update stuff. Now, it doesn't hurt to refresh your basics. So here we go. Google Ads, back in the good old day, was called Google AdWords. It's gone through several variations, several changes. The dashboard itself has done some significant changes in the last 2 years, but essentially it's the same thing. Google Ads and Google AdWords are how you advertise on the Google search network. That hasn't changed at all. All right. So basically, Google is a platform where people, businesses, anybody that wants to give Google their money Woo! I had to pause my recording for that. And everyone on Facebook just saw me sneeze. It's fine. What you guys doing today? What the hell? Ray Smith is in the chat, everybody. I did the beta on the new dashboard. It's quite fun. For those of you who don't know, Ray is my webmaster. He's one of the best WordPress developers in the nation. He's in the chat. Feel free to bother him. Golly. I hate allergies, but the podcast must continue. Now, these advertisements will show across the internet, obviously on www.google.com. Type it in, you may have heard of it. It will also show up on different properties owned and not owned by Google. Your ads can also show up on different websites owned and not owned by Google as well. And I keep marking where the hell I'm at, or else I'm going to lose myself in this podcast. Like I said, this is going to be a very introductory based podcast. In further episodes, I will dive more deeper into the different ad set forms, but for pretty much, it is what it is. Right. Do you know how to build Webflow sites? Hey, Ray, you got a question? Actually, I'm pretty sure he does. I'll answer that. We actually specialize on WordPress sites specifically. But I'll reply to this message. I don't know if you're still watching the video, Corey. But we specialize on WordPress sites. Boy, I can't spell today either. Sheesh. There we go. I don't know if I can tag Ray. Nope, you sure can't. On a live stream chat. He's right here. I can pull him up real fast. You have a question in my live stream. We'll see if he gets back on and responds. I don't know who's watching. If you're watching, like I said, hit me up in the chats. Let me know you're there. You're actually in a different screen in my office. If you notice, I'm looking at different places because I have multiple screens in my office, including a TV screen back here too, which I do use for presentations with my clients. We're going to start a whole conversation thread going on here. All right. And that is the most basic description of Google Ads, actually. Pretty much you type something into Google, you hit search, something shows up. More than likely, you're going to see ads at the top of the search results. Something produced by Google, something that someone is, whatever you typed into Google search, they are bidding on that search term, that phrase. and Google is serving up ads to you. It's very, very, very valuable space. Now, a lot of times when digital marketers talk about, oh, I do ads, I run ads, I'm a digital marketer, I do ads on Google, they're talking about what's called search ads. They are text-based ads on Google search. I had to cough there. Sheesh. All right, Ray Smith in the comments, everyone. One of the best WordPress developers in the nation, web developers in general. All right, where am I? Type something, no shirts, no results, no variations. One of my favorite form of ads are YouTube ads. Now, YouTube ads, in order to run YouTube ads, let me put this very, very plain first. You have to have your own content, preferably and easier, your own active YouTube channel. By default, every Gmail you have, if you have a Gmail for your business, you have a YouTube channel already pre-built for your business. You have to go in and just access it and build it up for yourself. That's another time for another podcast or another YouTube video that I'll make for you guys. Or option B is you have access to royalty-free content that you're allowed to use. And I want to stress this, royalty-free content. Let's not start running ads for something that's not your stuff and then get sued. That's not how the world goes around. It's stupid. Please don't be lazy. Make your own content. All right. Now, YouTube ads, they show up. They're called YouTube ads. You've seen them if you're on the YouTube platform. These are natively built into a video. So when you're watching a video, there's an ad. There's like a TV commercial that's going to come in, or you're going to have a skippable and non-skippable video at the beginning of the YouTube video as well. It starts before you watch your actual video. Now, don't quote me on the exact seconds, but I believe a non-skippable is 15 seconds and less, and a skippable video is 15 seconds or less, and a non-skippable is 16 seconds or more. Hang on, am I saying that right? No, 15 seconds or less is non-skippable. 16 seconds or more is skippable. Wow, I am backwards today, guys, on this podcast. I'm sorry. And so when you make these YouTube ads, it's good to have one of each, skippable and non-skippable videos, and then use what the data tells you. Now, this is what I want to say earlier. Use what the data tells you. YouTube ads, like TV ads, interrupt the viewer. Now, as a content creator, I don't get angry at YouTube ads. They're useful. That's how we make money, and it's great, and it supports my livelihood. So don't get angry at the videos. You have an option to pay for YouTube Premium. If you don't want videos, pay for it yourself, okay? However, if you want to support your favorite creators, watch the dang videos, okay? Now, the funny thing about that is YouTube videos are way, way better at targeting your audience and collecting data on them than any TV ad ever will be. I'm not saying it's useless, just saying TV ads aren't what they used to be. So, for that sense, YouTube ads are excessively useful, excessively powerful. As a matter of fact, with my company, when you work with me, it's a non-negotiable. You will be making content. You will have an active YouTube channel. It's non-negotiable. If you're not going to do it, if you're not going to make YouTube ads, we cannot use all the facilities and capabilities that Google Ads has to offer to your small business. It's valuable. Suck it up, make the video, okay? Now, the other form of Google Ads is called a shopping ad. Now, you may have seen this. Type something into Google search. Say, I'm looking for men's red shoes size 12. At the top of the search engine, which you're probably going to end up seeing, on top of the search page, what you're probably going to end up seeing is ads. These multiple rectangular boxes. They're going to have a picture of an item. They're going to have product reviews, names of the businesses, little tidbits like you can buy locally or free shipping, prices. If the product can be bought somewhere locally to you, it will display, hey, you can buy this product or pick it up at this store locally right now, type of situation. They're very powerful in the e-commerce world. If you plan on selling online, you need to take advantage of these called shopping ads. These are built in what's called Google Merchant Center. Now, if you feel a little lost, like I said, in later episodes throughout the year, I will be describing these in further detail. Also on my YouTube channel, follow me there as well, where I will describe these in further detail for you also. Now, the other form of Google Ads are called display ads, which are often confused for banner ads. So let's say you're on a blog, your favorite blogger, or you're on MSNBC, CNN, Fox News, and these ads are around the web page. Those are more than likely, now there's different platforms that offer them, but those are more than likely a Google ad. They come in two forms, pictures and still frame as well. I forgot to turn my phone off in case someone tries to reach out to me. All right. And just like on YouTube, you have to have royalty-free content for this, okay? Now, primarily, these are great for what's called retargeting. That's something I'll go into in further detail in different episodes, or I have some videos on retargeting on my YouTube channel, Tech Tony. Now, these are often confused for banner ads. The two differences are display ads are kind of like guests on a website. I run display ads on my blog because they're going to make money off my blog. I'm going to make revenue off running ads on my blog. That's how the world goes around. Ads equals money to somebody. Now, a banner ad is properties on a website that I own that I am making. So if I am selling stuff on my website, I'm going to have banner ads possibly that display other items on my website that might have interest to you. If I am running a blog about shoes, I'm probably going to want some Google ads on my blog talking about shoes. Now, you have to have, I don't know the full process, where you apply to have your ads on your website is called Google AdSense, not to be confused with the Google AdWords. And this is where you go, you apply, have to be monetized, and you're able to run ads on your website. And then, you start creating revenue from that as well. This is very powerful, very useful. And once again, I do recommend it. And don't forget, because it is pictures and video content, please make sure you own the content that's royalty free. Like I said, let's avoid being sued, people. And the reason I'm saying this is because it's happened. I see people try to cheat the system, abuse the system, and then they're getting sued out of their mind because they're using someone else's content. All right. With that being said, I'm going to cut this podcast out. I think I've given you guys enough to get confused over. I will be describing in further detail more about the Google ads, how they show up, where they show up, and what we use them for in future podcasts. And with that being said, until then, I'll talk to you guys next week, and happy marketing. All right. What's going on here? Okay. And with that, excuse me, I'm going to do some editing. I'm going to get the day going and get this podcast posted on my podcast. Until then, guys, like I always said, happy marketing. You all take care, and I'll talk to you guys. No, next week will be a guest podcast. So I'll see you all in 2 weeks. Have a good day.